In a first of its kind order, the Union Home Ministry today constituted a multidisciplinary probe panel to investigate the source of allegedly dubious donations made to the Rajiv Gandhi Trust. This probe has been ordered after Times Now exposed how the Gandhi family managed trust had received donations from the Chinese government. But even as the Congress began to react to the probe, accusing the BJP-led government of vendetta, we have accessed more documents that suggest that not just alleged scamsters like Mehul Choksi, but even Yes Bank's tainted chief Rana Kapoor funded the Gandhi Family Trust. Now, these contributions have led the Enforcement Directorate to suspect that some of these donations may have been proceeds of crime, and that prima facie, the Gandhis are in violation of FCRA norms. Now let's show you the document trail that Times Now has unearthed, which links the fund to dubious money which is coming from the scam tainted. And it's a case of a series of coincidences. Let me tell you how things panned out. Rana Kapoor founded Yes Bank, is listed as the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation's donor in 2016 and 2017. This is going to be probed by the Enforcement Directorate. That's probe number one. Mehul Choksi's Naviraj estate donated 10 lakh rupees to Rajiv Gandhi Foundation in 2014 and 2015. This also will be probed by the Enforcement Directorate. Now, in addition to this, when we are talking about the coincidences, two coincidences I want to tell you about. In 2010, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra sold a painting to Rana Kapoor of Yes Bank for 2 crore rupees, if you can pull up that graphic. And in 2016, the same Yes Bank donated to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. So first 2 crores went for that sale of painting, and then you've got a donation happening. Similarly, let's talk about Mehul Choksi. In 2011, Mehul Choksi started the entire scam during UPA 2 that happened in 2011. In 2015, Naviraj Estate donated 10 lakh rupees to the Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. In 2015, the same year, a complaint was made against Mehul Choksi for 9.11 crore rupees cheating. However, strangely, despite there being a complaint, there was no charge sheet filed. Eventually, the charge sheet was filed in 2018. So what really is going on? Let's get in. Our panel, we've got Gaurav Bhatia, National Spokesperson of the BJP, Savio Rodriguez, Petitioner and Political Analyst. We've got Ashutosh, Political Analyst, and Dushyant Nagar, Political Analyst. But I want to start by asking you, Ashutosh, do you agree with the Congress when prima facie they said this is a vicious witch hunt meant to silence?
Yeah, I think whatever the probe has been ordered, so the probe should go on, but it's a classic case of witch hunt. It's a classic case of diversionary tactics to divert attention from the failure of the government on the front of the corona as well as at the front of the China. Chinese is the real issue. Since Congress party has been aggressive, has been very aggressive on this.
But sir, are you diverted?
Nobody should.
I mean, tomorrow the newspapers will still talk about China. We will still get the COVID figures. It's not as if suddenly people in the newspapers will say, you know, I don't want to read about COVID anymore. I'm now only going to focus on Rajiv Gandhi Foundation. Or newspapers will say, I will stop printing about China altogether. All those issues will still coexist.
You are discussing. If this story had not been there, you would have been discussing the China episode. China episode, you're not discussing this story that proved that they're successful in diverting
in a 24-hour news cycle. We have done stories on China also. We have done stories on COVID also. But what has that got to do with this probe?
Let me complete. I want to remind you the similar witch hunt was carried on when the Anna movement was going on a daily basis. The stories were flashed on the different TV channels and the different newspapers that Manish Sisodia is involved in some kind of a scam, Arvind Kejriwal is involved in some kind of a scam, Prashant Bhushan was involved in some kind of a scam. Similar tactics was done with the Congress party when they were in the government. Now the similar tactics is done by them because at that point of time, the Congress government was targeted and every day they were attacked on the issue of corruption.
So basically,
now,
you're talking about timing. Gaurav Bhatia, there is so much happening and you come up with this probe.
Padmaja, I can see that the journalist in Ashutosh has still not died. And maybe he's eyeing your chair, so better be careful. But without diverting from the main issue that we are discussing, this is a very serious probe. And it shows that there is a quid pro quo angle that needs to be probed and how an official position was abused and misused by the Gandhi Parivar. Rajiv Gandhi Foundation became a den of illegal activities. And just imagine, they accepted a 50 lakh donation from Zakir Naik, who has terrorist links. They accepted funds from the Prime Minister Relief Fund, which is meant for people of our country, not for, the Gandhi Parivar. And then from the Chinese government, they took 90 lakh rupees. Why should we not question them and see whether they jeopardize national security? And they passed on sensitive information to China. Regarding the question that has been raised by Ashutosh, that the timing is not right and it is a case of political witch hunt. Padmaja, we heard the same arguments from the Congress and their supporters during the National Health case. What happened? Did the court quash the proceeding? No. And Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi both are out on bail. VVIP chopper scam. It was political vendetta for the Gandhi Parivar. The probe is still going on. Manesar land scam. Political vendetta. Robert Vadra being interrogated by the ED. Political vendetta. PC Chidambaram behind bar. Political vendetta. So, political vendetta. Let me give some unsolicited advice to Ashutosh ji. Is very easily, charged. But it is very difficult to be proved in court. And on the basis of malified and political vendetta, the court can quash the proceedings. But never has the court interfered to quash even one proceeding against the corrupt Congress and the Gandhi Parivar.
Ashutosh. And actually, most people should welcome it saying, as they say, दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी हो जाएगा.
No, वो नहीं होगा Padmaja.
Even I welcome, but it is more than 6 years.
But with a heavy heart, Ashutosh.
दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी, Robert Vadra के मामले में नहीं हुआ अभी तक. For the last 6 years, Robert Vadra has been interrogated. Nothing has happened. I remember Ravi Shankar Prasad holding a press conference in December 2013. That within 3 months, Robert Vadra will be in jail. It's more than 6 years. Nothing has happened. I just want to remind you.
So you're saying that even during the pending court procedure, Robert Vadra should be jailed. Ashutosh ji, you are a friend of Robert Vadra. ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हो उनके साथ?
Padmaja, I thought that the Robert Vadra will be in jail in July 2014, but the BJP has not done it. So let me remind you, the PM's Cares Fund were taking money from the Wahhabe, which has been declared a threat to the American security agencies. Their joint CEO has not been allowed to leave the country. The CEO of the Wahhabe has not been allowed to go to the America. And all the Chinese companies who have been, I do not know why this Chinese company was allowed to submit money to the PM's Care Fund, and the PM's Care Fund has not been.
Sir, on a serious note, it's not just about the money that has come from the Communist Party of China or the Chinese embassy. It's about money that has come from the Prime Minister's relief fund, from PSUs, from banks. The fact that it has come from scamsters. So if all of that is happening under an umbrella probe, frankly, we will get more details. So to talk about an individual case and it's a witch hunt seems a little disingenuous at a time. Gaurav Bhatia has a question for you. Go on, Gaurav Bhatia.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to ask Ashutosh, you have been a journalist and I want to ask you, do you see any conflict of interest? Because in the year 2004 and 5, there was a Congress government. And they were accepting donations in a private trust from the Chinese government, from Zakir Naik, also from Choksi and Rana Kapoor. Do you think this serves the country well? Please answer that.
Yeah, I'm answering the question by your own
Yes, sir.
logic. When the Chinese
No,
were
not my
planning
logic.
to
You
capture
can't
India's
answer the
land in the
question.
month of
Don't go
March
by
and
my
April,
logic.
why the
Be
PM
illogical
Cares
like
Fund was
Rahul
taking
Gandhi.
money
Please
from the
answer my
Wahabe,
question.
from all the Chinese
my
companies?
question.
How come you are taking money from them? Was it quid pro quo that today the government of India is not even acknowledging that India's land has been captured by the Chinese? Is it quid pro quo?
In that case,
Is it a quid pro quo? Is it a quid
actually,
pro
you
quo?
should go to court and ask for a probe into that as well. If you find if you find that suspicious, there should be a probe sought in that as well.
I will only take 20 seconds to
No,
answer.
but
Please,
I'm
let me answer that.
asking the BJP
No, I will
spokesperson.
answer.
Why should I
Not
go to the
like
court?
You want the BJP to investigate its own transactions.
Spokesperson should answer the question.
accountable to the
That why
people, let
is
me
it
answer.
a quid pro quo that you got money from
Okay.
the Chinese company in millions and then
Okay, please.
Okay, Gaurav Bhatia, yes, go on.
Indian
Okay.
territory.
Yes,
It's a
please.
direct quid pro
Ashutosh,
quo. There's
you
no
asked me a
doubt about
question.
it. And
Show the
Gaurav
patience to
Bhatia
hear the
has
answer.
talk about something which
Okay.
happened in
First of
2004.
all, after
Isn't
this
this happened
donation
3
of
months
90
back?
lakh was taken,
You were playing with the
the trade
sovereignty of the
deficit
country.
with, please
You
do
allowed
not,
Chinese
please
to
do not
control
Okay,
interrupt.
okay,
that.
Ashutosh, if you are asked a question, let him answer.
Don't tackle.
Let him
Wait a
answer.
minute.
Go on.
Please. Yes, first of all, I'm answering the question as well, but I would like to just bring out a fact that after this donation of 90 lakh rupees, the trade deficit between India and China went up 35 times during the UPA 1 and 2 tenure. And regarding the PM Care Fund, the Chinese companies that he's talking about have been incorporated in India as per Indian law. They earn money from Indian citizens. If they're donated to PM Care, which is being utilized for the Indian citizens, 2,000 crore for ventilators, 1,000 crore for migrant workers, how can people like Ashutosh complain? You know, money being used for the people. Do you have a problem with that? You want the money to go back to China rather than being utilized for Indian citizens?
Okay.
Weird argument.
Okay.
Thank
You
you.
know, maybe even pending an investigation, you should immediately take penal action against those who are trustees of the Rajiv Gandhi Fund. At least in that case, you will be absolved of the charge that this is only a witch hunt and that you mean business. Anyhow, I'm really sorry. I'm completely out of time. I'm being told that we're completely out of time. I apologize both to Savio Rodriguez and to Dushyant Nagar, but I have to wrap up now. Thank you very much, all gentlemen, for having joined me. This is going to be an ongoing story because more details are going to come out of the donations that have gone to the Rajiv Gandhi Fund. Stay tuned. I'll see you tomorrow.